gauge the temperature of your food. But now, it's time for Mark Charles Basili with the Primula. When you said, you know what, I saw you off air, and you said it's only $23.99.
Was I wrong?
And no, you were right.
Yes!
I was wrong, because
wait.
I assumed that it was a set of 2.
Wait, do we have that recorded, everybody, please? I'd like that recorded.
30 years.
Rick has admitted he is wrong.
This is the first.
25 years with this man. He has never said that to me, ever. Would you take this, please? I got this for you. Cheers.
Cheers to you. Swear, thought it was 2.
I love this.
It's 3.
Rick was wrong.
It was 3.
Never happens.
Boy, this is another example of, this is like the analogy to the cooler.
Yeah.
Looking at what the big guys are doing and charging a fortune for 1, and now here comes Primula for a set of 3.
And not just 3, but 20 ounce, 3 30 ounce. Do you realize it's the Goldilocks size? For 8 years, I've been bringing 20 ounce ones. You like that. I brought 18, I brought 14. A year and a half ago, I brought 40, and everyone thought the 40 was too heavy once you load it up with liquid. So we decided the Goldilocks.
This
30
is
ounce.
Sweet.
Fits in all cup car holders, doesn't leak, doesn't have any condensation.
Love the handle.
The handle is removable and switchable.
Love
you
the
don't have to
switchable
use
removable
that.
handle.
You can drink out of the lid, or you can use the removable straw that's in there.
Guys, clearance price. So when you see the clearance price, just come on. Not your first rodeo shopping on QVC. You know that. You see clearance price. You see this guy from Gadgets. You know this is huge. $59.94 if purchased separately. $60. We now have it in the red. We have it in the green. We have it in the blues, and we have it in the grays. Now, explain the grays.
So it's a gradation. All the colors are gradation from lightest to darkest.
I'm getting the grays.
We did that because, you know what, you can switch all the handles, but the idea is light, medium, and dark. And then when you go to the blues, light, medium, and dark.
For the price, a little more than the price of 1, you get 3. Guys, this is it.
And you get bags, and you get straws, and you get removable handles for all 3.
How do you remove the handle?
So let me show you. Here.
Okay.
Take this one.
Listen, when these are gone, they are gone.
So
you pop it down.
So pop it down. So some people like to hold this, like if you have a protein shake at the gym, you don't need the handle. But the beauty is you can be righty or you could be lefty. You just move it around.
I'm buying these
Here's
today.
a little trick, by the way. If you have a deep cup car holder, you reverse it so you can carry it inside the car, in and out of the cup holder like this. So you can actually reverse the handle.
What the heck? Yes.
So the lid, let's talk about the lid since we got the break apart. You've got all stainless steel interior, which we know and love right there. Here's the lid, folks. What I love, completely see-through, so you see what's in there.
Okay.
You get a spiral screw-on, and you get a silicone gasket, which means leak-proof. Here's what I love.
So you do both when you put it on?
What was that?
You screw it on anyway?
You screw it on, and the gasket's on there. That becomes leak-proof. Okay. Silicone, even in the air. So when you do this, it locks into both holes. This is completely airtight, liquid, and leak-proof, okay?
Wow.
You get the lockable straw, see that? So it doesn't pop up on you, so when you are drinking and you're maybe on a bike or whatever, walking around, it locks in. So you can remove it and clean it. You don't have to use the straw because look, we put a lip in there so you can actually chug it lip style. So it's literally everything you need in a tumbler ready to go.
I'm looking at the item number right now. Okay, 9767. I'm getting this thing today.
Yeah.
Last call if you want it. This is clearance price in that gray. Here's the blues. So it's a family of blues.
Yep.
It's a family of greens.
Greens, yep.
Right? Got it. Love it.
And the family of reds.
All there.
And
I can take the straw out if I want to.
Yep, you can
take
drink out of that.
Correct.
So let's show you the features real quick in person live. First thing is the leak proofness. Why is this so important? Think about this. You can put your protein shake in here. This has been tested to keep cold for 24 hours.
Wow.
It stops ice from melting for 24 hours and keeps piping hot 6 hours. What does that mean? Over 120 degrees Fahrenheit, that this will keep hot at 6 hours, and it goes beyond that. Leak proof, no condensation. You could put this on your finest piece of furniture all night filled with ice water, and not a bead of condensation will be on there, so you don't need a coaster on there. It's everything you need inside a tumbler. Here's the cup car holder to prove that it fits in one. Okay, we have 2 of them sitting right in there.
By the way, I got a question for you.
Go.
Mike, my producer. Important question.
What did Mike have to say?
How do I clean it?
Oh, Mike, great question. Let me talk this to you
and specifically.
How
not to clean it.
Okay, Mike, I want you not to put it in the dishwasher.
Great.
Here's why. Metal expands and contracts in the dishwasher in the heating cycle. And there's a vacuum in there. We'll have a diagram to show you what that is. That vacuum is where they pull the air out. That's your insulator. If you break it, you visually won't see anything, but you won't have 24 hours cold and 6 hours piping hot.
So it changes the actual insulation story.
Yes, so here's the outside stainless like you find everywhere else. This is the vacuum right here like we've been talking about. They actually take the air out of it. You don't want to break the seal. Here's the Primula difference right here you will not find. We put a layer of copper on there in top of the stainless. So you have 3 layers of metal. Why copper? It's one of the best conductors of heat and cold out there. Think of a chef, their primary piece of cookware they've ever wanted was copper cookware. Why? Because copper cookware conducts heat and cold incredibly, better than almost all other metals. We put it in here. That's how you get 25 hours for ice to melt.
Host is shopping right now. This is a great
And Rick just found out he gets 3 instead of 2.
I thought it was 2 for 23. That's a great price. It's 3. So even if you don't, like, I'm telling you, you got one working out, one in the one stays in the car, right?
But 3 family members.
3 family members. I got 2
3
boys
teachers,
and a
gifts, coaches.
Reds.
It's a great gift.
Greens. Last chance.
Fill up the
Blues.
gift closet.
You're loving the blues. 2,900 remaining in those blues. And the gray, man, this is it. Fewer than 2,000. I would get the gray because it's going to be a black, a gray, and a silver. Order gray on the app right
There's
now.
you and your sons right there. Three
Done,
right?
absolutely done.
They have
50% off.
They have 3 teachers, 3 coaches,
and
3 bus drivers.
And they do something that the Spaghetti Betty brands don't do.
Correct. They keep things colder, longer, hotter, longer. Look, I'm proving to you live. Chef Nick put ice water in here 18 hours and 51 minutes ago. I'm going to measure this real quick for you live. We're in a room that we're sitting in. It's already registered right down. 30 degrees, freezing, folks. Do you realize your refrigerator that you pay electricity for, that's plugged in, runs between 32 degrees and 39?
So okay with coffee, okay with
Tea,
hot beverages.
soup, Lona Life, you name it. Now let's go to hot. Ready?
Yeah,
Let's go to
broth.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 hours later, this is the same thermometer. It was at 30 degrees, freezing. It's jumped. Look at this. Look at this. 140, 45. Do I hear 150? 150, 150, 150, 160, 160, 160. I mean, do you realize that? Like 3 hours later, this coffee's never been remicrowaved. There's no plug. There's no batteries. It's sitting in the same room that Rick and I are standing in at around 69 degrees it is on this temperature. 161 degrees.
Think about just the value alone from putting your own beverage in as opposed to buying bottled waters.
Yes.
Bottled this and bottled that. But another one. Do you love Roar in the packets, right? You putting your Roar packets in there.
Yeah,
right?
your Lona Life packets.
Lona Life packets.
Soup to work, and it stays hot. You don't have to heat it up at lunchtime.
This is a great, great value for 2. And you're not getting 2. You're getting 3.
Yep.
Red. You're getting 3 in the green family. 3 in the blues, and then 3 in what we're calling the grays.
And 3 straws, and 3 handles, and 3 bags. Literally.
All with a
all of it. All of it.
3 easy payments.
Fill up your gift closet. This is it. Even if you save it for Christmas, do it now.
Boom. More coming up. Mark Shaw's coming back, by the way. More from Henning Lee. Give me one line on that one.